Kublai pi baro apia pe RiKhasi channel ngiwan rasha pia ka thup Khubor jong kani ka tiyo menta kipang ki bakong san lam khamat ka samla na St Paul's marbisu ha ka examen matric rai ka kinhun mentri ban sedang ya ki laitali ki college hapo ka jila don kam ban wan rat ki buit start ki bathamai ban om ktai ka mariang ong ukon rat yap lai ngora ka jingsle hagaro hills shim kya ka sarkar ban ai ki la jingaram mi ki nong trai kherdop krong khajna ka NHAI bandawa wengkam yau manager na paham maulie rakhe ka DPMA ka singerpang World Environment Day Pudiang buram ka KSU NKHU ya ki samla ki bawani shimbenta ka IFMA Pinkup buram ka MFSC ya ki samla bawan rajing job bat kiwi de ki Khubor ngine pai mentash ki Khubor bnya I ameba ai hun shisha kharbhi na St Paul's Higher Secondary School marbisu bad u argadhip saha ubana koi school private hanong ba kilalong ki arngut ki samla ki balalam khamat ha ka result jong ka SSLC ne ka matric ya ka balapan bana mana ka shipho treatment taw banai
kili ki arngut ki alam khaman na pedeng ki babun ki samla puli ki blawan ha ka kadan ke ba iwai hadu arpongot kan kom kan result kalau penmana manta ka sini yu I ba ki babun ki khna But haman laki position adu iwai hadu arfo kida dan hadu ar nani laingot kapapan I bakan ka result manta kasnam ka baha.
My name is Mirang Mankrao Khubor. I am the second rank holder of the SSLC 2022. The preparations they started right from the beginning of the academic year. So yes, during those months we have to come to school. There is online, there's offline, sorry. Then after a few months, the lockdown again came and then we have to sit at home. But one thing that I'm very grateful to God is that even though it is online, but He helped me to compromise with that situation in life. So after this, I will have to continue my higher secondary in a thing here in St. Anthony's for arts stream. Then my future plan, my aim in life is to clear the UPSC examination.
Ringkat bakan deka result jangka matric lan deka SSLC lapan menaru ya ka result jaka higher secondary school living certificate lan deka result class 12 hak arts. Katum ka result ka balapan menara I baka school auxilium kawin ki school ki hanang ba Shillong kabadan thama kari kawin ki school ki bala pau ha bat ki balawan shakhmat.
My heartiest congratulations to Bahunlang and RiKhasi. We are so proud of you and they have made us proud today. The credit of success goes to them. The management and the teachers, we work so hard of course, no doubt, but they cooperate with us so well and they deserve this success. Little bit about this too. Bahunlang was the school captain and RiKhasi was the school vice captain, the student leaders of our school. They did so wonderfully well during the school years and the mantra of their success because they did well in everything they were asked to do in the school. The small and the big thing, equally they keep importance. And these two, they were so focused in their studies. So focused, nothing could distract them from achieving their goals. So we are proud of them.
So tell me, what's the feel right now?
When I came to Mumbai, I got second position. It's a great joy for me, for my teachers, my parents and the entire family. So I feel satisfied, happy and blessed.
We all know this time around it was very difficult for the students, especially due to COVID, online, offline classes and all of that. So how did you prepare yourself? Did it affect you in any way, all these things?
Because we are the COVID batch as they say, but because of the help of the teachers, we are able to take the online classes. It has been work hand in hand with the teachers, so it's not that difficult. If you are willing to give your best in whatever difficulties you face, you'll be able to do it.
Okay, so you have set an example for many of your juniors. What would you like to tell them?
The only thing that I would like to tell them is do your best in every field of your life. If your capacity is to get 70, 75 or 80, do your best. That's okay. Success doesn't mean you have to get in top 20, but it means that you are able to get what you are capable of doing. And also quality over quantity. When you study, it is not the quantity that matters, but if you study for only 1 or 2 hours also, but if you put your full heart and your full concentration, then that will help you a lot.
La iru bah ka result jongke matric ki babun ki samla puli try jela ki lawan ha ka top 20 dani ka kadan ka iwe hadu arfo khamtam e ki school ki badon sheki jaka nong kandong shu abala sim kelum kat kum ka jingkhan ki bala ai de ka ambos ki district ki mahap apoka khasi janta hills ki la khamle akhamha panya ki district ki badon support lirlum karo hills na pala ki district baro kat kum ka pas percentage la ui baka Eastern West Khasi District kabalong ka district ka bathama e kalawan hakabenta ka bakhman number kalayo adu khandai punri +% kabalong ka jingpas lani ka pass percentage ka batam nabaro ki district nagalyang ka RiKhasi channel kala late bandung ki school ki balawan bha kan ka exam bakalayo abanya kranru baki khana school ki balawan shakmat bar kam diuru baki bor punya school.
Our hearts once again are burst with exuberance on the quality result our students have achieved. We first of all wish to thank God for having blessed all of us, blessed our students, teachers and the school. And at the same time, I also wish to congratulate to the students who have come up and bring good results to the school. We've secured 4 rank holders in the SSLC and 3 rank holders in the art stream. And actually we didn't expect so much that this result will be good for our school. But I wish to congratulate all the teachers and the students for maintaining this consistency of the school and the good results. And we look forward in the next year and the year to come, we will swipe every top from top to bottom. Hopefully that we will move towards the target. Our aim is always to achieve good results and strive for excellence.
We are happy that the result is better this year compared to last year. In fact, to the last 2-3 years, this year is better. For example, in the secondary school living certificate, this year is 56.96%, whereas last year it was 52.90%. So there is an increase of 4% from the previous years. And when we look at the pass percentage of higher secondary also, this year 81.17%, but last year it was 74.34%. So we have seen that though in spite of COVID, the teachers as well as the parents as well as the students, they really work very hard. They work very hard because they understand that working hard is the only way to be success in the exams, to pass the exam. So we feel that this year, in spite of all these challenges, the students are doing well compared to previous years. And here I would like to thank everybody from the police department, from the district administration, from all the functionaries who have really worked very hard. We do the officer in charge of the exam centers, the custodians, and then everybody. They are really worked very hard. That's why we could announce the result today. Though this year we have conducted the exams a bit late compared to the normal years because of the COVID situation. But we are very happy that we declared the result today, and we hope that the those successful students now they will understand where will they go for their, where will they go for the future studies and all these things.
Benda snem hajar arpu ka long shisha ka snem ka badap da ka jingkimen ba ka jing sarong na ka benta ka shlem ai jing nang jing start ka ta ka St Paul's Higher Secondary School Nongpo haba men ha ka shpotrik men tau benai ha ka bala pen bena ya ka result jong ka HSSLC ubeni ki samla puli jong ka te school ula yo bankin jo ya ka kerdan ka bakhandai ha ka top 10 list. New samla puli na kanika school uday batik keteng kum silver star shadap ubla pass bat poy ka kedan ka bakhandai hadir bula khur hadu south pa arpu ar marks but your distinction haki south liki subject ki bakinthub RiKhasi sociology health but history kumbal apan power ki bor penya school ki loong bakani ka dishisha ka sngi ka basa kan mau bat ka bakamentam ya ka school hi bro ka boy namar ka de ka sin ka beningkong e Ya ka school bakan poi hakani ka kerdan. Kila penpauru bakan ka jingla jong samla silverstar shadap. Kan I min sim ki wei ki khna puli ki badang penkre menta ban late thoi ki exam SSLC but HSSLC.
The first feeling that the first thing that comes into my mind is we are thankful to God. We are thankful to God for His blessing. We are thankful to the patron of the school, St. Paul's, for His blessing. Upon each one of us, especially upon Mr. Shabbat. A big congratulations to him. A round of applause again. Thank you. Now, I just want to tell you a little bit about Mr. Shabbat. Being his class teacher, how he was. Sylvester Shadab is a boy who stayed in Umdihar. He is from Umdihar. A very polite, good mannered, humble, and more importantly, a hard-working boy. We have never seen him wasting his time. He is a person who will accept any corrections needed. He is a person who will always accept, or he is a person who always tries to find out whatever is being, when he doubted anything, he tried to clarify his doubt.
I would like to congratulate Sylvester Shadab for achieving this great result. He got 9th position in the HSSLC examination in arts. So I congratulate him on this day, and I am told he is a very simple boy, very humble boy, and very hard-working boy. That is the reason why God has blessed him, and he has brought real credit to this school. We have started this +2 right from 2015, I am told, and we are getting for the first time 9th position in the school. So we are very happy. We would like to congratulate him and implore God's manifold blessings on him on this beautiful day. I would like to congratulate Sister Headmistress, Sister Angeline, and all the staff for their hard work they are putting. It is because of their hard work and teaching we are able to bring about good results in our school.
Nakaliang samla silverstar ulapan pau ningkong ikajing songu kapakraw yu blay try kanrat ubla lam lenti yu hakajing penkre ik exam bar kumjuru ikinohi kai jang u kibala la ban pitibit yu baro shikata hakbay day pat bar kajing puli jang u.
Hanawan hangni hadu menta bat day nakalamba kajing yarak wajangu jang blay bangala ban poi hadu kanet kardan beryo katop ten day lamba kajing duai janga ublay try kanat ulas ngap sisay kajing duai janga ngakwa ban pan ngakwa ban job hakajing janga day nakata gadaw ba ublay try kanat ula ay nga ya kane kalat bat ngaru da kajing try stom janga ngalayo ban khet yo uso uba tiang uso uba bang bat nga ay kublay ru ya kinohikai baro kibalahikai nga hawai day na lingba kajing try stom jengki ba ngala ban pas bat kiwe pat ki parlo janga ki ba pas bat deleng ba ka jengki ba ngala panyo khet ni uso habang adon kanu ka kajing ngak kikloi banyarap nga kikloi ban pani nga habang adon ni kajing na kikloi ban penbai nga dena kata kadau bangla ban poi hadu ne uput banyo ya kakardan ka bakham suneng
Kakin hun menteri jong ka jela menaka khandai treatment tau benai kala shim ya karai ban bo ya laitli ki college ki bathama ya po ka jela habai kram iklap thai khubor halim balawai ka jelang ukanat ke sangma ulong bakawai ne ki college kade ka veterinary bar kade college kaban bo hakadem kulai riboy district bar kawai pat kade jong ka fishery kaba on bo haki tha jokari lom garo ulong shu bo on bo kuban riu pho hadu shispa ngot kinai kai na kabanta kini ki laitli ki college.
The cabinet has decided that 3 colleges, 1 veterinary college, 1 dairy college, and 1 fisheries college will be set up in the state. 2 of them, which is the veterinary college and the dairy college, will be set up in Kedemkulai in Riboy district, and the Fisheries College will be set up in Garo Hills. The exact location will be decided once the Fisheries Department will submit the detailed of the different options that are there, but it will be in Karawang's region. So that was the first decision that was taken. The second decision was a very minor decision, but in the Meghalaya District Court's Ministerial Service Amendment Rules, based on communication by the High Court, we had made some amendments. In a nutshell, this would enable the district courts to employ or to take people and conduct the interviews at the district level, like it has been done in the district selection committees, instead of it being conducted by the High Court. So in the past, grade 3 and grade 4 employments and accommodation and employments were interviews and examinations were conducted by the High Court. Simple rule change has been made to enable the process to be faster. That for the district courts, the respective district courts will conduct the examinations and interviews.
Kakong Amprin Ling do ka MLA ba siya suspend jong ka sa Congress, kalaong bakan sa Shimlang iya karay jong kipait ba nong but, siya kano ka sa san birthday kan penyas no. Kalong shushu baklati kana bakan omlit phai shu siya ka sa Congress.
So after covering approximately 80% of my constituency as of today, I can come to a clear conclusion that my constituents and the residents of my constituency, who are voters of this constituency, are very keen on seeing me remain in the fray. The first question that I asked myself after the Congress party has decided to install a new president in my constituency without my consent nor the bloc's consent. After this president has been going around saying that he is the candidate of the Congress, the first question that comes to my mind is, what is next? So I can't decide what is next. But the first impression one gets is, because the Congress doesn't give you a ticket, so you're going to stay put at home. So that part of the question, more or less, I have an answer to. My people still have faith in me and still want to see me as a candidate in 2023. The next confusion. Somebody in the Congress party says, come back. Somebody in the Congress party says, don't come back. These are all irrelevant matters to the five of us as of today. Very clearly, the Congress has no intention whatsoever to accommodate us as candidates in the upcoming general state elections. Very clear. Now, we have been requested by our respective residents and voters to remain in the fray as candidates. The next question that I personally am asking my constituents is, what do I do next? So right now we are in that stage where we are evaluating which of the political parties shall we go to. Anyways, for the group of 5, it would be the safest thing to do, and that is to remain as a group of 5. We are not exploring any possibility of announcing our association with any political party. We have been elected as Congress MLA. We will complete this term as Congress MLAs. I read somewhere in the media that a representative of the AICC was in the city of Shillong. However, no one from the AICC has reached out to us. No one has asked us, because I believe that when the group of 5 remaining MLAs were ditched by those that went to the TMC, when that situation arose, we had anyways had an in-house discussion in the presence of the in charge in the Congress Bhavan as to what will be our next move. It would be impractical for the 5 of us to remain in the opposition because we feared a few possible situations. Number 1, if we continue to mingle with those that have ditched the Congress, there is a high probability that more MLAs would be poached to that party. We wanted to isolate ourselves as a group of 5 so that we have a deeper insight after consultations with our constituents as to what to do next. But nobody waited. Now, the first letter that came to us was signed by a general secretary in the MPCC. We are learned MLAs. And as learned MLAs, we too have access to the Constitution of the Indian National Congress. And one of the sections in the Constitution of the Indian National Congress clearly and categorically states that suspension of elected members to any house need to get done from the High Command, from the table of the Honorable President of the Indian National Congress. So in the first phase, we did not initiate any response to that letter because we knew that that letter was something that was decided locally in the MPCC. Subsequently, in just few days back, maybe 10 to 12 days, we have received the approved suspension from the AICC. Now, the Indian National Congress is a party that is democratic in nature. When there is a CLP of elected MLAs, we expected the AICC to have a consult with us. But when that consultation did not take place, despite the fact that a representative from the AICC was in the city, we presume that they have likely decided that they don't want us back. So that is at least clear. Now, as is in the case of all national political parties, no party wants to just throw away their party men and women. So it's a very strange situation that we are in. 3.5 years is a very peculiar period for suspension. We don't know what is the logic behind that 3.5 year period of suspension. But we are learned MLAs. We will learn, we will wait, we will further discuss. In fact, we just met a few days ago to decide, since we had heard that a representative of the AICC was coming, we were awaiting for some sort of a discussion, but that didn't happen. So when all of that doesn't happen, we therefore negate or we take away any logic of any one office bearer of the AICC saying, please come back under this condition, this condition. Now, if you as a party is giving us a condition that you leave the MDA and come back, surely a negotiation needs to be set. So that we can also say, therefore, will all of the 5 candidates that you have fielded in these 5 constituencies give us the assurance that they will not run away from our support, or they will not again appear as dummy candidates of some person in the party. So we are leaving it at that. We will decide when will be the right time for the 5 of us, but I can speak for myself personally. I will only decide once I have covered every doorstep in my constituency. Because it is my people who will vote me to this office, it is not me.
Menagasi ba arjong ka Taiew, Menteri rang ba ka jila Conrad ke sangma uloong ba omdan ki karkhana bi an ki baterai kam hapo ka jila. Uloong ru ba kitu ki baterai kam menta ki done ki kot ki slah ki babiang. O Conrad ula banru halor ki boit ki start thamai barwan ra akar kom baterai kam khnang ba kanum khata ya ka saudong ka saukun jong kamariang.
Yes, in fact, we have been always stressing on the fact that the entire movement is towards balancing between the environment, which is ecology, and the economy. And that is the balance and the challenge that we keep working towards. And that is why there are guidelines and principles based on which certain industries can be set. As of now, in the state of Meghalaya, whichever coke plants which were set up illegally, they have been asked to shut down, they have been shut down. And only the ones that have got the paperwork, the environmental clearance, only those are being allowed to function. So therefore, I want to make the distinction that there's no question of any illegal coke plants functioning. And number two, as we move forward, we would want to see that more and better technology is used so that the environment aspects are reduced, while we also look at job creation and employment and ensure that the economy also is sustained. So therefore, the balance between these two is challenging, but as we move along with the help of technology, we are hopeful that we'll be able to achieve that. But to answer your question in one line, there is no question of any illegal plants functioning. Any plant that functions illegally has been closed, and if anything, any other plants that try to come up will also be closed.
Menteri ka tanat ka kot ka khia jong ka sarkar jila James sangma uloong ba ka sarkar menta ka lapan state ki kam ki jamban wanra no ya ka Shillong Medical College.
All know that the MOU which we had signed with the previous concessionaire, which is the KPC group, has been cancelled. That decision has been taken by the government, and now we are looking at looking at the urgent need to have a medical college in Shillong. So we are looking at a PPP model wherein we can have a partnership with a private party to see how we can take things forward. Because investment in the infrastructure is one part, but running it and operationalizing it and all these things is another part. So we are exploring all options so that we can have this Shillong Medical College at the earliest. I assure you that we are working at a very, very fast pace, and we should have something in terms of concretization of our ideas and rolling out should take place very soon.
Kajing shli harilum garo na kadaw kajing jur pelat uslap agi ni kisni kelawan ra ya kajing do no ya lai teli ki men sembrio bat rukum ju e kajing jular ka babun hagi babun teli ki jaka. Habekre begla pathai Khubor hadi belawai ka kinhun menteri rang ba ukanut ke sangma ulong ba kajing shli harilum garo kalakta bha barki district ki bla shakta kilong ka South West Garo Hills district ka West Garo Hills bar ka South Garo Hills district. Ulong ba ka sarkar kala bathai ki board district ban ai ki lachiyada ba ban ai ka jing rap shiki tu kilong yeng ki ba shakta.
The flood situation is quite serious, and the water levels are rising. The rain also is continuing there. Our administration, in fact, has been put on full alert, and the deputy commissioners, especially in Southwest Garo Hills and West Garo Hills, they are continuously moving. Even in South Garo Hills, they're continuously moving. I just spoke to two of the deputy commissioners about 2 to 3 hours back, and they are right now in the field. As you know that there were 3 lives that were lost due to landslides, and the respective deputy commissioners have been instructed to release the ex gratia amount immediately, and at the same time to go and visit the different houses and different areas that have been affected. So we are, as a government and as an administration, we are keeping a watch on it closely, but of course these are natural calamities, and it's not something we can do to stop it, but we have to ensure that minimum inconvenience is caused to the people, and whatever support that is required, full support will be given by the government and by the administration.
Hakabi jinja accident kabla jaman haka khandai treatment tau bana ha surok ba shalom bypass arngut ki bru kila du ino ela ka jong jing im habakabi ke trok kit mar ka brang thmu bani chesel char kala le ben tendra ka wei pat ka brang thmu ban hiar sha goti bakani ka jinja kala ja ha ka por kumba prava je mistep ai
Karkung ke jingtip bala yo lum kate ke jingja tingkho kali kala jaru ha ka por badang ha bha uslap ka bala pulloin ka surok ban betuj bha layo jingtip ru bakate ka trok ka bala sha tenra kala let ban limbo bru ya ka wei ka longkme ka badang ya lenti ha ka ne ka surok hadu bagla min saw jur bala penkit no ya ka sha civil hospital shalom hindrai ka ne ka longkme kala klat no na mar ka jingman saw ka bala jur palan unong nya jo ka ne ka trok ru ula klat no hasyan kat ba unong bot pat ula min saw malumala Nakiliang ki pulit ko umiyang police station kila peloy ke jing tokit halor kani ke jing jai to kho kali
daga jing thmu ban pinyo biang ya ki pat ba nong shong snong ya ki jat mar ba phe ba rukum jo ha ka dor ka ba bin ki seng samla jong ka paham sim ringka ka jen trelam ba ka Kaziranga multipurpose women society kila la ban ra biang sa shi sin ya ka yode lang la ne ka international trade expo ya ka bala pli hamadan NSCA nong po
ya kani ka yo la ni international trade fair lawan bane shibanta de ki nong de mar ki bakham pher na kari Bangladesh ba Thailand nalor ki wei de ki nong de mar na ka jala Meghalaya ba Assam la sakhi ba ki paj ba nong shong shnong ka than nong po ki la dap da ka jingkmen ban yo e ki mar ki mata ki bakham pher ha ka dor ka ba bet na ka banta ki paj ba kani ka yo de mar kan kut no ha ka khat khandai trik ujel leu arja ar
daga jing thmu banyas nok tilang bat ka parthai barokobe ka office jonga district project management agency ringka ka jen trelang ba ka office deputy commissioner riboy district mana kan treatment tau banai kila penong ya ka jing rakhi ka world environment day ha district library nongpo
hagani ka jirakhi las dang ka program daga bathung ding saudong saukun jaga science hall hakabala wan manishim benta ruba Merul Bonds aim MLA ka nongpo constituency kumukongsan uba MB Tongper ADC lembar kiwe kirang ba officer ka district lasakhi ka jia shimbenta ki khana school ba pher na ka district ha ka jia ko bala pelong na ka trat basin lasami ki khusnam sheki nongjap ha ki jia ko ba pher na do ka science exhibition ka jia ko drodur ka jia ter ko khtin ba kiwe de da ka surnat bar kumjuru ka khusnam pisa shaki school ki blawan ban shimbenta
but kita nang siku kisnong di barang berkang jadi I'm still the dream of it naya lagi bunga ada lagi masuk kan apa ni ba hari boy ini nidon di hukum kini kisnong iba lala ban penderkam hok ya kenika jingrap sebut hiyo na ko besin na ko klan but the supplement sigun bagi ya 50% gitu internet besar ya kan Marian kalau beli like terpandang dan itu di method prepare pada lain sih ya resin department itu membangun plan dari unit tidak banyak dan tersuku sekali di Islam itu mau kerja lagi kan mau pilot project itu lagi sukses dari lembaga village NRM committee berjalan Perlu itu berada di
Khasi Students Union Southwest Khasi Hills kalale binya kendu iba prestun tensong halo ka jing shabat light jong iwe ikinarit namar ka jing tre torti jong ka MEECL hakite kithan
hagni ka jia kendu ka sengla pinpaw ka wei ka jingja hakaba iwe hybrid ila shabat light how new transformer uba klamdan jingker ubadon hakate kithan Kaseng kala dawa na menteri baka MEECL ka deban siyo baro ka bay sumar bar kumjuru baka sarkar kan ay ka bay luksan na ka banday ni khana hakichu kapor kaseng kala dawa ru baka MEECL ka deban phaker no ya baro ki transformer ki badon hakate ka than
kumapli hi ba na do ka ar koi trek jong bana April jong snam mataw snam we klong umot ba la kum lek ta transformer ka bay deng le kai hapo snam mo ko phet sa sil strek Bar kata ka jing le kita ong mila ban ong ba kata ka jing ja ka dei namar ba ka jing le sting ka jing le torti jong ka office MPDCL ha ka ba na ka lang ka MPDCL kolong ba ka kamsem na care fencing ya kata yo ta transformer badan hajan ke yang school te habedin kata ka jingja kolong ihi banak lem jing tai kena itai kulung badang laisnam karta ilhap banduk no ya kiti berartali bad mentai nada na ka jing sal sumar jing ihi po negrem sastal te adin nomor kata umur nak lem jungi jung ka isu sabna sedrek mata kasni ilawan badak kendu ban keren sai ma jumpa prestun tensong pada divisian habi tu por pada minister in charge jung ka power department tinggal ong iu ngilau mora au ya kilai beli mat lam long kawan kong kadai kalong ba ngikwa ba nakalang jong power department lane nakalang jong office MEPDCL kadai ban panbiang lane kadai ban say ya baro ke jelo jingsap habdai ber kajing sumar ya ta kelum nadu kata buat kajing ja hadu mental lane hadu bendami na po hostal kata kadai kamat ban kong kaba par kalong ba nak lang juni la te bi ba kumbai tu kalong ni la du por arti ti te kan kata ru ya ka lawai ke jong i haba nang nei sikmat te kai ka bangi kwa kalong ba nak lang juni ni la bu ya ke jindawa ma tu sokar ba ka dei banai kata ka lifetime compensation kanang ba kanung bu jinge ini ya red masale si enda ba in ya yang la ne ba in habdai bakaji im jungi hakalawai nata kabalai bat kabangi nakaleng jung kasang ngilangora kadai kalong habdai bat nomor ngilalap ngilap jure di unit per di dekat jungi ngilalai ki jaka per bar ngilalap ba ki babun ki transformer ki badan apa service industry kalong ba ki babun musam nakir fencing te nakaleng jungi pangiwan power minister mata ngilakan tuyu ba nakaleng jung sarkar kan pandai berka EPDCL ha ba kan sanction na kam ta pan snai fencing kenang ba ki bakum kini ke kinom ja su na nesmat te oi ke jing kandu kalau positif pala ki pala ban ai ka kular lada pala ban ai ka ta ki kular ka ba shairu harai ngi skan bana kalian juga power department na kalian juga minister na kalian PCL kin skaplan ya kini di jing pensau di jungi bilang kita na kalian jungi kalau ba nyemban si banyak kram bayi masam bat nara kadon kam bangin lai chanu ban poi sudu kanu bantaru nyemban si kenang bat penio ya kahok jong ini hebred
da kajing pitar hanor kajing le bahe bar kajing bamburam manager ka khardap khrong khajna jo ka National Highway Authority of India kabadan hapa ham maulen Hagajan mi juga santri ujeliu arja arpuar, da palat pau hajar ngur kinong trai khasi kentup nadu kilong keme, bar kishen rang kilami paj ba ban persha eu teu manager, bar kumjuru bandawa wengkam no mardor yu, napo kane ka kherdap. Kumbala pen bau da katu kane kinong trai, lo ong ba weu bar jelayo bala tip kerteng kumu Gagir Rahman, udeu bajule he le meng bar ubam ju pura mi kinong trai khasi, khamta mi kilong keme, baru bajuwa daw da kumni komtai, bar odru kat bamone ke jingsi u jongki, hakate ka khadap krong khajna nakaliang kini kinong trai hadin bakimla ashu ban sangap ekate ka jingle ka jong kilami paj ba ban sange trai kam shipor tar hadu bala 1 poi ki bor pulit ka district ban yakren pen be halor kini ka jingmi kini kinong trai kibla dawaru ban wengkam no yu nakate ka khadap
nga ko bo local director ko ka company ka jipudia iep de tol hadu lasdak ka tol madu sta barjar khatsan kapasija ko ka jimbat ko local director Mata ka juga por kumurong pa stok ado tinisdap. Tadaru arja katpa i bagajiya uti jok kini kaponi i ko pau rang pa stok don i sandet. Kabu aibor kini ki kaponi kaba hadu pa naglen taka kaponi kalayo bon pat ini kapre gitu bedem di lokal pa. Naglen tu aku po local director ngam tuyo ya kajitip kabakam dia nomor ba kecil de sop kurang pak stok buat general manager jong mereka tol operate kalau ke ba syarut jong ka ke office teng asu pentip tak kapor ba ka don ke grup ram ba kapor basu don ke jinja ka ba ke nga keblaj buat poi ba nomor ba kamput kam teng scope ong ba kita ke jing sosik ba kraw lor ke tisha le ben jong kitong tren jong ipat tam le跟你跟thấy bật cái tin một sợi stay support thì một tray hapo cho kabaral baktaro isya baik takapor sekapor baca pedik ya ucapan manager but dia boleh bawa tung ya ka konserita selian kong ka local in charge dia boleh dia level dia boleh ke local employees ke jadi padu kalau sawen no ada ka kam hadir ba lawan da kiwe pat kino sukses tempat ada ka stong ka jadi tetang dari dia keten ba kebiat
igarai berisi mentah nak leng ni nong treum kalau kan kai
karai ka pagimut pensim no do ngada sa kabat ba kumpa kan sa dot gaji ya pagbaik namar ba nak len tu SP jang bu editor SP wa sim ya insurance ko sa kumai asal gaski bania kan do lang bat ki nong tre ki chori bat kadiman ni jong ki nong tre ki lokal report ong ba nei ban wen no ambador yo de bodu general manager jong ka top ka company
nga sokya yang kan jingle jong kan company rengkat berorang basnong namar kini borok ki wan kini ki arngut ki bawanra ya ka jingkenat bat ka jingdom jong unyo pajba budon rengkat lem kan kasni namar ba kinju sim kha ya ki jingdawa jong pajba wat ni tre po tolget ro ki bom ju le kanono kam ya ka jingdawa tengi na kaliang kasnong dimla klem dak ti ilawal jenis mat ya kapan persajur ya kan jingle jong rong basnong bat manager apa kan ka chnon jingi tena kaliang ka jungi ka chnon ikwa ba uni manager ba ude ban weng mardor na kan ka por na mar ba une won ra ya ka jingkan at apa ka chnon ki borok boy
RiKhasi Students Union North Khasi Hills Unit menhaga janmi jong ka santri mentau benai kila pediang burom ya ki samla ki belawan ra namon ra burom ya ka jai benriu haga jing le ka jong ki shakari UAE haga te ke janmi la priang burom ki ki samla ha indoor stadium nongpo ha ka baladon ki ngelam ka KSU North Khasi Hills District ki bakintup yu samla James H Maupnyang General Secretary usamla Banjab Maring Education Secretary usamla Bayashan Lang Kharshan Lor Assistant Organizing Secretary Ringdar kira khwat ka KSU Nongpo Circle kini ki samla kila wan yashim banta ka IFMA Senior Muay Thai Championship 2022 ha Abu Dhabi kintup yu samla Balasebok Kharbuli ubayakuna ka kadan under 23 male ha ka jingkhia ka basapu pra kilo bar upenne bor milim ngap ha ka kadan Senior Male Elite sapu pra kilo kibla khore ka takmar nong Lesendran lang eki do coach uba Angelus Sun but referee uba Pensuk Sumer.
Hari borok kene kedai kata kecing pulut tuhi ya kabor akumno bat pulut berminat akaman kilan met bat penbit biang ya lade de kecing kedrung men kedai idon lah ne iba samla scam borwen dibeli kursi mentah sete kedai batu Jerman ba kumba shalong ni ba ka Khasi Student Union kamdai tak kena student kong open seluruh di sama jo kejat benreu ngin nang ai kersan bat ngin don karlem ba kun sama lagi jungi ban lagade keno kecil kun lagi jing lakai lang merap ke nam keburom ya karib jat benreu di borok kuai
Dagajing tmu ban Taiew ya ki samla ka penthor umkra constituency ka sam khamti kala tmu ban penlong no da ka jingele kai football ya ka ba antep kum ka Independence Cup halor ka theme Youth is Power Uba sam ula pentip ke eka daw begila shim ya karai ban wanra ekani ka tournament ula batai ru bah kani ka tournament on priang hadu andre pu south li ki team ban shim benta
bingi khot ipi kani ka janmit ke dei ba nakaliang ka sam khamti ngimut ban organize ko ka football tournament ni akhir teng ini football tournament ke Independence Cup but ka team jong kani ka football tournament ke dei Youth is Power bingi kwa ban promote ki youth po in and around Puntham Khra constituency te belengi formulate ya kani ka football tournament ru kadai nak tu ka jingirap bingirap macam senam ha tiki clubs ke beli akai ka SSA di clubs ke banapok Puntham Khra constituency te pi kema macam senam hadin ba kadang dak tu COVID-19 kadang kajing kenyat kajing delay mah bikin yo SSA ban organize tiki divisions nadu ki 4th division 3rd division 2nd division 1st division ka super division ni dalam bakla kidang yo sedang mentahi te macam senam tu ka short span of time ki pentil ibar ka ki club baka 4th 3rd 2nd baka 1st kandan kini ki divisions te pi sutu i baki teams ki klamyo iru ban prepare ki squad jong te sakawairu macam senam ki penmi sakarul ba ki players bar ka di banai tangi vaccinated players te bun ki players macam senam ki klamyo iru ban participate waktu season te ngi shamba ba ki players ki bila ka macam senam firstly Namar bagi kami awak nak practice ka fitness level jengki kamdan And secondly, boni teams ki khamdan proper coordination, proper combination. Te bangin yo pan penbet ya kata hakani season ke banwan. Namar kumbang sotu moh kumnang ni na po ponthon khra constituency ke mopat ba kanong song kana third division, kanong siap kana second. The most probably ngatrai ke season ni kini kan sedang October. Tingi formulate ya kani ka tournament ru bang ikwa ba ki kena ki players kini yo ke game time. The registration jong players kandai ho banai June, ka tournament ngin start ho banai July, but ka final ngin abu ba kandai ha khasan tarik August kali Independence Day, takadaw ng ikerteng ka Independence Cup. Ti ngila ya ka tu ngi sutu ba kadai ka free entry, ti tanglai po atli ki teams kadang duna plat, ti ngi kampen jensur no kandian, ti nakalai po atli ki teams ngak sha be arsha bikin ya participate. The total team semta bandan hakani ke tournament ki balak ban ethap balak ban register ki dai hadu drip South League teams te ko ke team kalak ban register khan ringut ki player bat langut ni gitu ki di bandai bet mandatory ki under 18s boleh ibu lang ki under 18s ni nomor ngi mo kam mention ni ka kerteng ji club ngi atli ki second goli jang ti club macam senam ki deki under 18s kita deki bidang class 11 but ka performance ki ka long very good long ki liak kai bah tinggi dan kamban promote komiti ki under 18s ti takdaw ikwa bakandan ka equal blend of players kindan lang ki belakam rang ba kindan lang ki each group ki ba somewhere between 20 to 25 but langut pede ki under 18s ki haban register
ka All Meghalaya Futsal Soccer Association menhaga kandai treatment tau benai kalapen ko burame ki samla shenrang bat kenthei ki belawan ra anam ya gajila
Ya kini ke jingpun ke buram la pelong hasilong press club ha ka balaidan lang uba Samuel Hasha uba HM Shang pliang ringkat kiwe de ki khot keseng kini ki samla ki de belawan bani shimpenta ke jele akai ka belalong ha Gujarat bar ha Nepal
Kambun sen ni ngim itu bat ngim tip ba kini ki kon samla jungi kile poi keleng ya kari brokoi bat shabar kari bat kila pun sarong ya ke jelajungi shabar jong kan ni ke jelajungi ngadap dari yu sarong ya pi ki kon samla ki bayar ya kai ya kan ni kan jilak kai futsal oi ke jilak kai kalong ke badang thamai kambun sen le se ki breu ki pat sutu ba la ka de ke football ne ka de ke futsal te ngangai ba lengba ki news channel lengba ki pathai Khubor ni yo bangin kham create ya kata ka awareness haki kun samla jungi bakin nangwan shmat shushu banya shimbenta akum kini kijingi lekai boy kejing tristom kadon kam ke disiplin kadon kam kejing minat kadon kam bat nilai i hakajing persyam kebarit jong kani keseng kelala bahkan sei kini kumsamla ban wanra kat kini ki buram ki bang yu i hakmajungi kini ki trophy kini ki medals kumtat teater
shopping pun kut impun sobian shapie ki pangki bakongsan sa shisien lam khamat ke samlana St Paul's Marbisu ha ke examen matric Raika Kenhun Menteri ban sedang yaki Laiti Ligi College hapo ka jila. Don kam ban wanrat di ki buit start ki bathamai ban om ktai ka mariang ong ukonrat. Yap laing wada ka jingshle Hagaro Hills shim kya ka sorkar ban ai ki la jingaram. Mi ki nong trai kherdop krong khajna ka NHAI ban dawa wengkam yaw manager na paham mauliet. Rakhe ka DPMA ka singikerpang World Environment Day. Pudiang buram ke KSU NKHU ya ki samla ki bawani shimbenta ka IFMA. Pinkup buram ka MFSC ya ki samla bawan rajing job. Bat kiwi de ki Khubor. Badai kitu in pinkut no ek niga thup Khubor ka niga tiyo mentang yin sia syam biang bat pi baro ha katai kubi pat ka tiyo ko banwan. Kubli pi baro bat hiaso.